All right, Advanced Money Destroyer is at it again. It was up at 126 off the numbers originally, and then it dropped. So we're back in that diagonal that I was talking about as the possibility of going down. And let's go through this chart one more time. Keep on going back and forth on this because the stock keeps on going down. So it makes you kind of second guess your counts. But overall, I have this as a first wave, second wave. Let's just go ahead and go through the whole thing. I'll just talk through it. So we have 1, 2, clear break of the parallel line, wave 3. We bounce. We don't come into wave 1. This is a B wave right here. This is wave 4. Then we get wave 5 here. So you would think that it's finished. We have 5 waves down here. We're at 133. We should be bouncing back up here. We don't though. Instead, we just bounce to about the 0.5, 0.61 fib. And then we come back down here. We break the parallel line. So I have that as an extension. 1, 2, 3. We bounce back up here. That's wave 4. And so at this point, even back here, I was like, this could have been the end of the move. This looked like it could have been wave 3 right here, 4, and then 5 right here. But we got this bounce right here, and then we made another low, 5 waves. So at that point, you're like, this could be the low then. This should be the low. Well, then, if that's the 5th wave, we've done an extension now. So now we've done 5 waves. We've done 9 waves already. We've already done 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9 waves. You can look up Elliot Wave. 9 waves happens sometimes a lot. And now, well, it's down at 108 now. That's the target that I had set up. So if that didn't stop there, then basically it's probably going to 100. So at this point, now we're just looking at this as a diagonal for the 5th wave. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But like I said in the last video, it can go all the way down to so it can go down to 106.91. 106.91. If it goes past 106.91, then I don't know anymore. Then it's probably something else. It's probably my count's wrong, I guess, at that point. I don't know. This stock's really annoying because it just keeps on going down. But at that point, I'd probably start looking at bear counts, like super bearish counts. Like this would be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then bounce, and then come down here to like 50 bucks. That's kind of where we're at now at this point, where the stock beats earnings and they can't bounce. So, yeah, tomorrow, expect something down here. Can't break 106.91. If it breaks 106.91, it invalidates this move as well, which is a diagonal. So, again, I'll go through it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 waves. But then that's not the end either. We have a diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Breaks 106.91, then it's just a lost cause at that point. I don't know. There's no support down there. You have the weekly 200s at 114. So it really needs to bottom tomorrow and then needs to bounce back above 115, or it's a lost cause. At that point, it's like you're kind of just hoping at that point. I'll show you. Let's go get the moving average up here. Stock's really annoying. I'm sure it's annoying for you guys too that are holding it. Let's see, 200 on the daily. We're below all the daily moving averages. Let's go to the weekly. So on the weekly, we have the 115.57 is the 200. If we fall below that by the end of the week, that's super bearish. Unfortunately, that's super bearish. And we're already like almost at 3 standard deviations below the mean. But it doesn't matter. It's below the 200 on the weekly. It's just not good. So, and then let's look at the monthly. Had somebody point out that it's below the 50 on the monthly. I didn't look at the monthly. That's also, by the end of the month, needs to get it back above 113.65. Then the 200's way down here at 40 bucks. Don't have to worry about that unless there's a market crash. I don't think it's going to go that low. But if it is the super bearish count that I had, you could be technically looking at, if this ended up being an impulse down, you could be technically looking at this as an expanded flat. So I'll show you. So I need to zoom in. So expanded flat right here. So A, B, C could technically go all the way down to 23 bucks because that would be an expanded flat. But right now, like the way it looks, and let's look at the timing of that. The timing of that would take us to sometime in like May or June of this year for this C wave to be finished. The minimum target on that, let's see, the minimum target is 94 bucks, which is interesting because you have the target that I had laid out of 93 bucks and you have a 2-week demand zone there. So we'll find out, I guess, tomorrow what's going to happen with this stock. I mean, if beating earnings after selling off 40% in 3 or 4 months is not enough, then yeah, it might be going straight down to 90 bucks. We will find out. That's my best guess on the count. Because again, this is not really valid anymore. If it opens below 112.74, this is not valid anymore. That was supposed to be an impulse. It's below it. So now you're looking at the diagonal. 106.91 is the invalidation level. Let's hope we can hold that tomorrow. And if so, then it's still looking for that bounce back up here to 140. That's all I got for this video. Just wanted to update you on AMD. And actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and let's go over Enphase. I'm not going to go over Google, really. It's down to like 190. I bought the dip on that. 192. Here's the layout of Google real quick. I think it's a wave 4. It's going to go higher. Enphase is at 70. They beat earnings. It's right on pace with what I said in the last video. Here you go. Wave 3 at 69, 70 bucks. Pullback into this blue box is a sell. If for some reason it keeps on going, up here to 83 bucks. The 1.61 fib is at 94 bucks, but I don't think it's going to get there. I would just be selling in here. So that's it for this video. AMD doing an AMD move, being a garbage stock, and we'll see if we can get back to 140 here soon after one more low tomorrow.